Hey, stop trying to fight negative thoughts. Stop trying fighting negative thoughts. Stop trying to fight negative thoughts. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Instead, create a belief system that's stronger than that negative thought. Create a belief system that's stronger than a negative thought. Oftentimes, you know how sometimes our minds begin to receive thoughts and ideas that be projected into the world that creates a false identity of who we think we are. The low self-esteem, the doubts, the insecurities. I'm poor, I don't have money, I hate my job, I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Pause all of that shit. Pause all of it. And stop fucking being a victim to those circumstances. Because all you're doing is fostering and reiterating that particular frequency into your electromagnetic aura. Come on now, you can't tell me you don't feel the vibe of somebody when you're around them. You can't tell me when you're around somebody that you met and you have a love interest and your eyes light up and your heart is full and you feel very comfortable in their space. That's because you're vibrating high when it comes to them and you feel it. Your aura complements their aura, and then after a few weeks you start to realize that they have personality and they have flaws and they have things that you don't like about them, and you tend to skedaddle or you tend to work through it. Instead of fighting negative thoughts, create a stronger belief system. I believe myself to be confident no matter what situation I stand in. I believe my body to be strong no matter how many times I miss the gym. I believe the thing about these belief systems is that it's not just affirmations. It's not just words. That shit is cheesy. What it's actually doing on a scientific level behind the scenes, the more you create stronger beliefs that combats negative thoughts, you're going to start to act these out. I need some water. You're going to start to act out these belief systems that you believe about yourself, but you have to keep nurturing and fostering it until your subconscious mind adopts it as truth. Because the language of the subconscious is repetition and images. The more you show repetition and images to your subconscious, the more you'll be able to expose yourself to a belief system that complements your identity. What it's going to do is going to rewire your brain to perceive the world in the way that you believe about you. There's literally science to prove this. So you're really not fighting anything that's real. You're not fighting to get out of poverty. You're not fighting to leave your 9 to 5. What's really happening is that you're fighting belief systems. There's a strong belief system. Somebody who's watching this video, there's a strong belief system that you believe that you will never become financially free because it's hard out here. There's a strong belief system that you can never get to where you want to get to because you're a black woman. Because you come from poverty, because nobody in your family has been successful. Nobody has taught you the certain skill set to accomplish what you want to do. There's somebody who's watching this video and you're reinforcing a belief system about yourself that you're forever going to be lonely because people are silly or stupid or don't know how to... Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck that belief system. I hope YouTube don't block this video because of these cuss words. Listen, when I realized that everything in this world is a cultivation of a belief, I started to really rewire the fuck out of my belief systems. I started to believe work is easy. I started to believe I'm infinite. I'm an infinite being. I'm rich beyond measure. My friends started calling me rich for what? Because I drive a Range Rover? Because they feel the aura that I'm radiating. They're reflecting what I'm putting out. They are reflecting the belief system that I have about myself. Stop trying to fight negative thoughts. Create a stronger belief system. Now, ignoring reality in front of you, I want to touch on this because when you start to create a belief system, sometimes what you used to believe is going to start to crumble. So if you're working at McDonald's or in fast food and you want to shift into, let's say, luxury hospitality, and you start to believe to yourself like, oh, I can be this master chef, I can move to Las Vegas, I can cook at the finest restaurants and make $120,000 a year. I have a clear vision of what I want. I know what I want to do, and now it's time for me to create a belief system, because thoughts are gonna come up that tell you that it's not possible. Thoughts are gonna come up that tells you, oh, it can't happen. But what you have to do is you have to create a fortified belief system that tells yourself, I believe that no matter what circumstances unfold, I'm going to be in Las Vegas and be a master chef. And then your reality is going to start to show you small seeds of this belief. It's going to start to expose to you these beliefs. And then you're going to know you're on the right track, because you're going to get these confirmations from the world around you. You're not fighting anything physical. I know how the economy looks like this. I know how your car sometimes struggle to start. I know how in relationships you tend to always be the one that don't really get it to work out. But you're not fighting anything that's physical. Listen, I'm getting a retwist soon. So it looks like what it looks like for the top. Bam. You're not fighting anything real. You're fighting belief systems. So create a stronger belief and feel what that feels like. Create a stronger belief and feels what that feels like. Because it's not as difficult as you make it seem. And it's difficult because you're creating a war inside of your mind. You're creating resistance and a lot of restrictions inside of your mind. And because you're creating all of this chaos on the inside of your brain is misfiring chemicals inside of it. It's misfiring. It's not aligned. The function of the brain is supposed to, your left and right hemisphere of the brain are supposed to be equally balanced so that you can navigate in the world and fully function in the highest capacity possible. However, because I understand we live in a world, right? And this is the belief system too, what I realized. We live in a world that promotes certain agendas and certain beliefs and certain realities. And if that's all you're exposed to, I made a video on the strongest frequency wins. Look at that video. If that's all you're exposed to, that's all you're going to experience. If you're only exposed to the belief system of what's going on around you in the world currently, then you're not going to have room inside of your mind to make a stronger belief. But once you expose yourself to content like this, then that's when you're going to elevate into higher beliefs and higher realms of possibilities. Stop fighting negative thoughts. Create stronger belief systems. I'm right here sitting outside of the gym, right? And the atmosphere of the gym is a space where I appreciate, because I know for sure it elevates my energy. To challenge my body to evolve beyond the physical challenges that's presented is gonna, like, my body and my mind is connected, right? Sometimes the mind acts as the body. For instance, I could sit in this car and my mind knows it's time to go in, but my body may be like, let me just chill, let me browse TikTok for 2 more minutes. And then that goes into an hour, and that goes into so forth. So what's really critical is realizing that you're not fighting your body. You're not fighting taking a step and going to the gym. You're not fighting finding a new job. It's the belief system you carry about that job. It's the belief systems you carry about the